Okay, let's talk about Sora 2 from OpenAI. If you didn't see yesterday, they released a promotional video that they're announcing their AI-generated video product called Sora 2. It's kind of like Google VO3, but you can add sound, or sound is generated, and you can add your likeness, your face, and your voice, and the faces and voices of your friends to the videos that you create.
It's the most powerful imagination engine ever built. And it's packed with new features. I'll pass it to Bill for more details.
It's currently invitation only. If you create a Sora 2 account and you get the app, they'll let you know when you will be able to access the product yourself. I want to share some thoughts and get your thoughts on both the psychological and self-esteem implications of further going down the rabbit hole of where we're already at with social media algorithms and how they create mirrors and how they impede our social and self-esteem development. And I also want to talk about something more broad and a little bit more half-baked, but just give me a chance. So people who study brain development and are critics of social media talk a lot about how algorithms that are totally tailored to your interests basically just create a tunnel of mirrors so that you get yourself reflected back instead of getting your identity reinforced and reflected back by other people and other perspectives, which builds a sense of self and self-esteem because you're self-correcting based on the feedback that you're getting from the other people in your social environment. I want to read a quote from a newsletter. Casey Newton, who is a tech writer and has a platformer, got early access to Sora 2, and this is what he had to say about his experience. Quote, "In its best moments, Sora had my friends and I shaking our heads at the improbably high-quality videos it could generate of us doing almost whatever we asked it to. It also had me wondering what happens when the majority of video we consume is not just synthetic, but also highly personalized, tuned not just to our individual tastes and interests, but also to our faces and voices." It's so visually stimulating, and it seems really fun. And when you think about sci-fi movies where people can kind of put on a headset and enter another world, this is it. And I imagine if you blend Sora 2 with some wearable piece of technology like a VR or AR headset, you're going to really feel like you're getting a nice escape from the darkness that exists in our physical world today. And this is the second point that I'm just kind of chewing on and wondering if anyone else has thoughts about, which is that we're being offered by OpenAI a big portal. And if you're disillusioned or dissatisfied or burnt out or horrified about the state of the world globally, about humanity and how much vitriol and hate there is locally, nationally, internationally, why wouldn't you want to go, ride a fake roller coaster along the Great Wall of China, or ice skate with a 20-pound cat, or, hang out with elephants in a circus/speakeasy with what looks like ice cold gin martini? That sounds awesome. It sounds a lot fucking better than the world that we are living in today. And it's been inevitable that these kinds of products were going to compete with the physical world for our attention and our presence and our focus. But I think now more than ever that things have gotten so dark and divided and scary, I really can't blame someone for wanting to spend as much time as possible inside something like Sora 2. But regarding self-esteem, I think my fear as a therapist is that even if the physical world was peachy and people were just using something like Sora 2 like they would use a video game, and we got to think about what that's going to do to their social development and their self-esteem development. If you have a hard day at school, but you can escape into an actual fantasy world and it's your face and it's your voice, how long will you actually be able to stay rooted and grounded in the physical world when you take your VR headset off, for example? And how many skills will you be able to retain that are relevant to and necessary for this physical 3D world that we're in? Go check out the video. You can see it on their blog. If you just Google Sora 2, it'll come right up and like prepare to be taken to another place. That's the point. And I think my initial reflections after just having read this blog post and seen these promo videos just yesterday, it's like another universe. And, you know, kind of like what Zuckerberg was trying to do a few years ago. If this thing gets built out and if you can find ways to like interact with other people who are in their avatars and it looks just like them and it sounds just like them, like we're creating a whole new place to exist. And again, I can't blame people for wanting to abandon like this physical 3D world that we're in because it's fucking dark. But what happens when people start opting out of this world and opting into that one? What do you guys think?